Welcome to the Bubble Lounge. I'm Martha Jackson, and event season has officially kicked off, and my favorite event of the year is coming up in just a few short weeks, which is Cattle Barons Ball. It's coming up on September 28th at South Fork Ranch. If you've never been to Cattle Barons, I have to just let you know right now, it is the best night ever. Everything that you could imagine for a perfect night is right there for you. From the food, to the drinks, to the live auction, to the silent auction, to the entertainment, everything is top notch and just the most special night you'll ever experience. It's just such a perfect night to get a group of friends together, buy a table, go out there together, and just have the time of your life. And it's all for a good cause. The proceeds go to benefit the American Cancer Society. In fact, it's the world's largest single-night fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. So by purchasing a table or being a sponsor, you are benefiting the American Cancer Society and all of the great work that they do. So I'm super excited about the event, and I've invited the chairs, Marjon Henderson and Lora Farris, to join us to tell us everything we need to know about this wonderful night. Finding an oral surgeon is hard enough for yourself, and when it comes to your kids, it can feel impossible. We suggest our friends at Stewart and Arango because from emergencies to wisdom teeth and everything in between, they have you covered. Stewart and Arango are board certified with MDs who specialize in full scope oral, facial, and implant surgeries for both children and adults. Not only is their office state of the art, they lead the industry with the most advanced techniques and procedures. And when it comes to safety, they are pediatric and adult advanced life support certified and use a 3-day local anesthesia, which keeps you comfortable while limiting the use of opioids. Best part is, they're conveniently located at Northwest Highway and Hillcrest Avenue. So if you want the best of Big D caliber oral care, come see the friendly staff at Stewart and Arango. To learn more about them or book your appointment, visit saoralsurgeons.com. That's saoralsurgeons.com. Ladies, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
So can you introduce yourselves and tell us your background and how you got involved with Cattle Barons?
So my name is Lora Farris, and I have been involved with Cattle Barons for 9 years. And my mother was a member back in the day, and so I think that that's who originally kind of instilled giving back in me. And it was an organization that I knew a lot of women were involved with, and the mission is just very near and dear to my heart. And so it's something I'm so happy that I'm involved with.
And your mom actually recruited you at a young age to go out and help stuff bags, right?
She did. So it was called Junior Cattle Barons, and it's evolved over time. And this year, we can talk about it, we had a fabulous event at Children's Health. But back in the day, she had me come and help stuff goodie bags. So that's something that I remember going out to the ranch and just really enjoying it and wondering kind of what it was all about. So
very nice.
I'm going to have Piper stuff goodie bags. My 9-year-old, I'm going to have her do that this week.
We might need some help.
I'm Marjon Henderson, and I have been a part of Cattle Barons for a decade. So I will chair right at my 10 years and then move on and continue supporting. Professionally, I'm Vice President of Special Events and Brand Experience for Neiman Marcus. And I think that as someone who's been with Neiman's a very long time, I knew and loved Cattle Barons in a different way. And it was so appealing to be able to come and join an organization that is 100 women volunteers who give back, who are working moms, who support our community in so many ways. And cancer is something that has affected everyone. I found out of, 2 friends this past month alone. So when you think of that and think that we have the opportunity to have a really incredible event that really combines the community, but also raises this incredible amount of funds for American Cancer Society, it's a no-brainer to why Lora and I would agree to chair.
Well, we have a lot of new people in the neighborhood who've moved here, and they might not be familiar with Cattle Barons. We've covered it for the past several years, but can you walk us through some history? You guys are celebrating 51 years this year.
51 years. Lora, tell us a little history.
So, Cattle Barons is the single largest fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. So, it is a big event. We're so lucky to have it here in Dallas. It is, I'm going to say, a cowboy chic event. So, everyone comes out in their finest cowboy attire. I like to say a lot of the men like coming to this because compared to other Dallas events, you don't have to get as dressed up. You don't have to wear a tux. You just put on your jeans and your boots and come out and support. And we have obviously fabulous entertainment in Carrie Underwood this year. And we have auctions and food and drink and just a lot of networking and camaraderie. And so it's a fabulous event that supports a really great cause.
And you have a new theme this year, I hear.
We do. We have a new theme. We're excited because we started to think after there were 50 years before us of this incredible organization, right? What does the next 50 look like? So we landed on the theme of New Horizons. And the idea behind New Horizons, it is what are the new innovations in cancer research? What does the next 50 years look like for cattle barons? Hence, New Horizons, and a theme that you'll see about a lot of kind of sunset inspired. I grew up in New Mexico. Lora has a ranch. So how do we also infuse a little bit of who we are into our theme and the evening?
Let me ask you something. Where do you go to find someone to work on your house? Sure, you can ask friends and post on Facebook groups, but can you really trust that they will deliver the quality of work you need? Well, when you sign up for Mannerly, you don't have to worry. Mannerly is a concierge home management service that is your single point of contact for everything having to do with your home. When you contact Mannerly today, they will schedule an appointment with you to walk through your home and provide a personalized home maintenance plan just for you. And they don't just handle routine maintenance. They also are your single point of contact for all your home repair and remodeling needs. So if your AC goes out or another windstorm blows down your tree, just contact Mannerly. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they will provide you with a white glove home service you deserve. Hundreds of families in the Park Cities trust Mannerly to manage their home, and you should too. Just visit their website at mannerly.com. That's MANORLY.com, and let them know Martha from the Bubble Lounge sent you. Well, so we were talking earlier about just all the things that go on all night. It's a very long night, an extremely fun night, one of my most favorite events of the entire year. But kind of walk us through what people can expect.
I like to say it's a marathon, not a sprint.
For sure.
It is a long event, but we start with our VIP party. So those donors who have kind of our top donors who have given a lot of money will get to attend from 6 to 7. We are really excited. We have a 90s country cover band, Straight Tequila Night, who will be performing. And so they're going to be playing all those songs that everybody loves. I'm such a huge 90s country fan, like really, really excited about that. And then we have photo booths and food and signature cocktails. And then we'll go into our live auction, which I know is a really, really fun part of the event, but also where we raise a significant amount of money. We have about 20 awesome live auction items that we'll be going through this year. We also have a silent auction with a lot of unique experiences there as well. And then after the live auction concludes, then we all make our way to the main tent for our headliner, Carrie, who's going to put on a fabulous performance. And then once she's done, it's hard to believe we have even more after that, and we have an after party. So
yeah, they always say, don't leave.
Don't leave, no, because I think the after party is really fun too. And that's when you really get to kind of see everybody. And then we bring in Jordan Kahn Band. And so they'll be playing kind of dance hits. Everybody will be in a dancing mood at that point, and that goes till 2 a.m.
Wow. Well, I didn't know that you could even do any better than last year with Shania Twain, but Carrie Underwood, wow. I mean, how did that even happen?
We got the right partners and friends to help us land a fabulous entertainer like Carrie. I always thought it was really important for me if I chaired to have a female entertainer, again, being 2 female chairs and this really empowering, inspiring group of women. So we are thrilled that she agreed to join us in Dallas and step into a really unforgettable night.
Well, going back to what you just said, I have always been so impressed with this team of 100 women that come together, and everyone has specific jobs and committees, and it takes an army of you to make this all happen. How does that look like throughout the year working with 100 women?
It's been really fun. It's been, I think both of us professionally have managed so many different types of groups of people, but this is different because they're also your friends, they're your neighbors. So it's a totally different way of working, I guess you could say. But everyone really, they step up and you lean into people's individual talents, which I think is fun. You find out that someone had some incredible talent in communications that you might not have known or has great contacts here. And everyone really works together to help one another succeed and ultimately the organization. So that's been one of the really surprising and fun pieces of the process this year.
Well, and you both have really demanding careers. Like, how do you juggle everything?
So yeah, I know Marjon said that she works for Neiman's. So I work for an agency multiplier and do a lot of sports marketing and hospitality. And I think Marjon and I just have complemented each other really well when it comes to that. We knew we can try to be super women and we will do the best that we can, but we have had to divide and conquer, and then relying also on the 100 women that we work with. They all have wonderful backgrounds and different strengths. And, you never know what you're going to get with a volunteer organization. Volunteers are there. They're not required to be there. They're there because they want to be there. But every single person on our committee steps up and does such a wonderful job. We couldn't do it without them.
So let's switch gears for just a second and talk about, can you share any of the auction items that you have this year?
Ooh. Yes, Marjon's our auction queen. So
I have to think there are so many. The auction is going to be so good. Everyone who is listening or going to listen, just start saving right now. I think some of the things I'm really excited about is how the community as a whole steps up to support cattle barons. So I love a lot of our at-home dining packages or parties. So I love, for example, Mr. Charles, a great, fabulous hotspot in town that's donated where you can rent out the entire space for a birthday lunch, inclusive of lunch and champagne and specialty cocktails. That's cool and that's special. And we have a lot of different restaurants and local places that have done that. The Perot Museum, that's something
They're doing
fun.
a night at the museum. So if you want your kid to have their birthday party there, then you can go and watch movies and just have the space, and just going to be a really great package. And Hall Wines, they've also donated something like one of the largest packages that they've ever given. So they're doing something not only with their Dallas hotel, but also a new hotel that they're opening in Palm Springs. So what we really focus on are those things that you can't just go out and buy.
Right.
It's those unique experiences. And I think that's what makes our auction so special.
Well, we always love being there in person and interviewing the people that donated and the people that bought the auction items. It's just so exciting to see, like, for example, we were talking earlier about being there with the chefs who always come together and donate a custom dinner wherever you want it. And they've done it on top of Vail Mountain, and they'll do anything and everything. And it's just so infectious to see their enthusiasm and their excitement. They're so happy that they were able to bring in a lot of money for the cause.
I think everyone is. And we've got a lot of new things this year too. We've got some incredible international spa packages, Canyon Ranch joining us this year, a spa in Mexico called Shaw Wellness. As you can imagine, we've got quite a bit of fashion coming your way and fabulous handbags and things as well. So it's going to be exceptional. The art is also going to be exceptional.
It's really good.
The art is good. So
was
if you have
amazing
bought
last
a new
year.
home, you are remodeling a home, the art is going to blow people away. We've had some really incredible, both local and artists from around the country support.
I know we've already picked out pieces.
We've picked out pieces.
We're
They're like,
bidding
this is
against
ours.
each other. So
Well, I just remember walking around last year and just being in awe of all the things that you guys had.
You will once again be in awe.
Awesome.
Hey, Park Cities families, we all feel that pinch of rising home insurance, don't we? But there is a solution, and it's closer than you think. Meet Kathy Elwell, State Farm Agency.
She's not just our trusted show sponsor, she's also the expert you need to navigate these unpredictable insurance waters. Why get lost in a maze of policies and rates? Kathy has a knack for simplifying it all. Call 214-350-2692 or stop by kathylwall.com to schedule a meeting. She's ready to review your homeowner policy and pinpoint where you could be saving more money right now. We trust Kathy wholeheartedly, and once you chat with her, you'll see why. It's not just about rates, it's about trust, expertise, and peace of mind. So don't let rising homeowner insurance costs catch you off guard. Contact Kathy L. Wall State Farm Agency now at 214-350-2692 or visit kathylwall.com. With Kathy L. Wall on your side, you'll have an agent you can trust and help secure your family's future. Well, let's talk about the fashion, because this is by far my most favorite people watching event of the year. I mean, you see everything and people really go all out, and it's so fun to see where they get their outfits and how they're dressed. Let's talk about what to wear.
Again, Laura hit on it for a minute that anything kind of goes.
Right.
And that is some of the magic to Cattle Barons, right? If you want to wear a great pair of jeans and a pair of cowboy boots and a fun top and some really great turquoise jewelry, you're going to look fantastic. If you want to go a little dressier and put a sequin cocktail dress on and your diamonds, you're going to look fantastic. Men, blazers, cowboy hats. I'm trying to encourage my husband to wear a bolo tie if he hears this. So it is really all about being able to bring your own self-expression. And what does Western and cowboy chic mean to you? Interpret it, come, and if you feel good in what you're wearing, you're going to have an even better time.
I mean, it's quintessential Dallas. I mean, it really is. If you think anybody, probably on the East Coast, North, they're like, what is Dallas all about? Just come to Cattle Barons and see us in our cowboy boots, and that explains it.
It is at South Fork this year, so
Yep.
cowboy boots, highly recommended for the walkways, etc. So wear your cowboy boots.
That is so true. It is outdoors. Like she said, a little bit of uneven terrain, so heels is probably not the best option.
I'd leave the heels at home.
Well, speaking of boots, do you guys have any places you recommend for people to get boots?
Oh,
Well, there's lots.
There
we
are
all
options.
have. We love Neiman Marcus. Part Low is coming on as a sponsor in our marketplace. We've got some local businesses that are going to be selling and giving a percentage back that night. That's something new this year.
Oh, nice.
So that's fun to talk about. And Part Low is also available at Neiman. So little plug there. Our friends at Mir and Crosby are going to have a wonderful live auction package. And they also did an exclusive pair of cowboy boots that you'll see some of the members wearing, myself included. So that will be fun.
And I know Christian Louboutin right now has an entire kind of cowboy line as well. They've been big supporters. They're part of our raffle this year. And so they have really unique stuff to go look at too.
Very nice.
Raffle's fun to talk about because raffle's a great way for everyone to be able to participate. I have sold 2 very good winning raffle tickets in the past. And one of them, yes, is a Year of Shoes by Christian Louboutin.
Oh my gosh.
We've got $10,000 gift cards. We've got
so North Park experience, so you can go shop at North Park for $10,000 or whatever store you want. The debit card, Plains Capital, is always a huge draw, and then Park Place, they have come back as one of our partners, and you win a car up to I think it's $60,000, and that one, not as many people purchase the car raffle. So I think if you buy a car raffle ticket, you have a pretty good shot of going home with a vehicle that evening.
And don't forget Eisman. They've been a long partner
Eisman,
as well, and you can win a fabulous piece of jewelry. So the possibilities are endless, and we would love to sell you raffle tickets.
And we can sell them to you now. You can buy them the night of. You don't have to be present to win, which is also a nice part of the raffle too.
Well, nice. Let's talk about the logistics of the night. How to arrive? How do people park? Just walk us through some of those details.
No, good question. So because South Fork it's in Parker, so it's a little bit of a drive, we do encourage everybody to do rideshare.
Right.
It's probably going to be the easiest way to get there, but we know there's groups that have rented buses as well, rent vehicles, and then that can stay there for whenever you're ready to leave. That's probably going to be the easiest way to get there, but we also do have valet. So anyone who attends can valet their vehicle. We have Jack Bowles as a wonderful valet partner, and they'll park your vehicle and take good care of it.
Well, I found it really easy to get in and out. It was great at Gillies, and then it went back to South Fork a couple of years ago. This is third year back at South Fork, and you have giant parking lots and very easy access in and out. So if anyone's worried about the parking, it is super easy, or do rideshare. I think it would be really fun to get a big group and do a Fetty bus.
That's our what kind of bus?
The Fetty bus. It's kind of popular amongst the college kids.
Okay, I don't know what this is, but I feel like I need to do that.
I haven't taken one yet, but it looks super fun. I see them around the neighborhood all the time.
It's definitely fun to get your group that you're going with and blare the artist. So have Carrie Underwood blaring so that you're ready to sing along all night. Yeah. So that's my favorite way to get there.
Absolutely.
Well, we were talking about people watching, and I know that every year there's always some fun stories that happen, especially involving the Ferris wheel. I rode it last year for the first time, and it was so much fun. But can you share any stories that you all have?
I think, again, there's so many stories. It's almost like it's hard to remember everything that's going on all night. But I have a dear friend, and she had brought a very long-term friend with her, and they had their first kiss in front of that Ferris wheel. And funny enough, I then asked my husband for his cell phone because I was so excited and thought this would be just such a wonderful relationship. Not spoiler alert, they are married with children now. So it did turn out to very happily ever after. And the next morning I look at my phone and I had taken like 100 pictures of their first kiss. So I did print one for them, of course, for their engagement. So it's just that anything can happen on Cattle Barons night, which is, I think, the best story of it all.
That's so cute.
I don't know if I should admit this or not, but I've never been on the Ferris wheel, so I'm gonna have to make
sure. As Lora Farris, you've got to go on
get on the Ferris wheel this year. So that is a goal of mine.
Yeah, it was really fun. I had a great time on it. So, tell us about the after party. You say that when the headliner is over, don't leave yet. The party's just getting started. There's a lot of good food. There's a lot going on still.
We have a new sponsor actually this year for the after party. So super excited that Capital One has joined us in the mission, and we're going to have a good time. There's late night food that will be there so that you can crave anything you might not have eaten. We're going to take care of it. And then we'll have this great band and some great photo op moments. And hopefully everyone is just on such a high from the night. They don't want the night to end, right? That's the thing.
Exactly. Yeah. No, we're going to have the breakfast tacos, like all that food that you kind of want late night that maybe soaks up a little bit of those cocktails that you've had. So we're going to have that. And yeah, it's really fun. You'll see a lot of our members stay also for the after party. And it's kind of an opportunity for us to celebrate what we've just accomplished, which is really fun too.
Well, I've always stayed for the after party, and
we love it.
It's definitely worth it. Are you feeling stressed with all the things you're doing for your family? Then you need HelloNanny.com. Let's face it, between shuttling your kids around to all their activities, trying to keep your home running efficiently, and preparing meals while also trying to pursue your career and social interests, it can be overwhelming. That's why we recommend you call our friends at HelloNanny.com. With over 20 years of experience, they make hiring a nanny simple and streamlined. Even better, they have a network of pre-vetted career nannies and do all the work for you, from scheduling interviews to coordinating trials to helping you extend an offer. It's a turnkey service that eliminates the stress of finding the right nanny. Remember, you don't have to do it all by yourself. Visit HelloNanny.com or call 844-266-2669 and let them eliminate the stress of hiring a nanny for you, just like they do for so many Park Cities families. Okay, so we have our friends, we have our bus, we're ready to go. How do we purchase tickets?
There's a couple different ways. So you can go onto cattlebarons.com and Cattle Barons Ball, apologies there, cattlebaronsball.com to purchase tables and sponsorships right now. We do not have individual tickets available yet. We will if we don't sell out on tables. But if you want to guarantee your spot, which we want you to do, because if you're here listening to this, you don't want to miss out, right? Then what we encourage you to do is put a table of friends together. We call them Dutch treat tables. And that's a great way to be able to guarantee your spot, make sure you've got a table, and be able to get your community, your neighborhood, your school friends, whatever it is together for the night. And then There's a lot that comes with this table, isn't there, Laura?
Yeah, so and each table is 10 people. So just get 9 of your closest friends to come with you. And everything's included. So we've talked about the food, the signature cocktails. We have awesome partners in Bacardi, in Andrews Distributing, and in Jackson Family Wines. And we're so thankful to all of them, and yeah, everything's included. Obviously, if you want to do silent auction or live auction bidding, that is going to be additional. But if you come that night, everything's taken care of.
Well, I can vouch as a guest many years in a row. It is the best night of the year. It's just everything feels so magical. There's just this energy of all the people coming together, and you're there for a good cause, and everything is just premium and top notch. I mean, you'll never have a better night. So I encourage everyone to get your friends together and get a table.
We love that. Thank you.
So going back to this team of 100 amazing women, how do you get involved? Are you appointed for life? Are there open spots? How does this all work?
So I think if you're interested in joining, and obviously we are always looking for wonderful women to join the committee, come out to Cattle Barons, see what it's all about, and then find Marjon, myself, one of our members. Would be happy to kind of talk through what the commitment looks like, and you know, your involvement. And then we have various events throughout the year that would love for them to attend, to get to know the members a little bit better, and kind of see what that process is all about.
We'll all be wearing a gold name
Yes,
tag, so we're
yes.
pretty easy to spot with that gold name tag, and it is. You know, I think one of the wonderful pieces of Cattle Barons beyond the work that we do is the friendships that we've made along the way. In 10 years, I think of actually next year's ball chair elect was through one of my baby showers. You know, you become, Laura and I, we're stuck with each other for life. It's been the most magical new friendship that I think either one of us didn't expect happening. And that's what women need, right? We need women helping each other to get it done. And Cattle Barons provides that, again, for a great cause, but ways that really help yourself and have definitely filled my cup.
Well, I always say when women come together and work as a team, I mean, they can conquer the world. And this is the perfect example. I mean, you just have the most amazing committee working on this. And you guys have done such good for American Cancer Society.
You know, on that, a lot of times people ask how we do it all and how it happens. We are very, very blessed and lucky that there is a Cattle Barons office of incredible employees that really, I mean, they get text messages from us I'm a morning person, so I will text them at 5:30 in the morning, and we may text them at 10 p.m. And they are really a secret sauce behind this. And I think it's really important that we give the American Cancer Society and Cattle Barons office a big shout out for what goes into making this night and this year happen.
Yep, and that's Leica, Caitlin, and Joe, and we just
And Martina.
Can't ever leave Martina out. But yes, we're just so grateful to them for everything. And each year is different. They get 2 new people in the office every year who might have different management styles or different ways that they do things, but they go with the flow, and they are just awesome, and we're so grateful to them.
Well, I am so looking forward to the event and can't wait to see it in action.
Well, we're excited you'll be there, and thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
That's been another episode of the Bubble Lounge. I'm Martha Jackson, and I'll see you next time.